So this one was Pop Quiz 3, which was related to topic motion. So we'll start with the first question. In the first question, you can see a motorcyclist accelerating along a straight horizontal section of the track. And the motorcyclist and the motorcycle have the combined mass of 240. On the straight horizontal section, the motorcycle accelerates from rest to at an acceleration of 7.2, and he reaches the end of a straight section in 5.3 seconds. Calculate the speed of the motorcyclist. So you have to calculate at what speed he will move in this straight section. So we have to find the final speed. So to work out the final speed, we'll use a formula of acceleration. So we have the formula: acceleration is a change in velocity divided by time. The acceleration is given 7.2, so A is equals to 7.2. And he started from rest, so the starting speed is 0, meaning the final speed and the time interval is given 5.3. Whenever you're solving a question, 1 mark is always to write a formula. So in exam, whenever you have any question, you should always write a formula. If you just write the final answer, you will lose a mark. So whenever a question is there, 1 mark is always writing a formula. So when we substitute the values, so A is 7.2. So A is equals to 7.2. The final speed we don't know. Initial speed is 0. And the time interval is 5.3. 5.3 is divided. Other side it will be multiplied. So it will be 7.2 multiplied by 5.3. That will give us the speed at which this motorcyclist will reach the end of this straight section, which is 7.2 to 5.3. What's the answer? 38.16. So it will be 38.16. You can write 38.2. Whenever you write your answer, it should be 3 significant figure. So it will be 38.2 meter per second. The next question: at the end of the straight section, the track remain horizontal but bend to the right, as you can see in figure 2.1. When the motorcycle reaches the bend, she travel round the bend in a circular path at a constant speed. Velocity is a vector quantity. State how a vector quantity differ from a scalar quantity. Like, what is the difference between a scalar and a vector? So vector quantities have, so if any quantity is a vector quantity, vector has magnitude and direction. Magnitude means number is there and specific direction is there, where scalar has magnitude only. It does not have any direction. So scalar quantities does not have any direction. Vector quantities have direction. Describe what happened to a velocity of a motorcyclist as she travel round a bend at a constant speed. If you see that as he is moving in a bend, the direction of the motion will change. Like first moving this part, So as the direction of the motion is changing, as a result, what will happen? The velocity will change, because velocity depends on the direction. If there is a change in direction, there will be a change in velocity. Speed is not changing. They mentioned the speed is not changing, but the direction will change. So here, describe what happened to a velocity as she travel around the bend at a constant speed. The velocity will change due to change in direction. The graph represents the motion of a vehicle. What is the distance traveled by vehicle in 400? So whenever a speed time graph is there and you want to calculate a distance travel, the distance travel is area under the graph. How to work out the area under the graph? The area under the graph is half base multiplied by height. So it will be 1 by 2. The base is what? The base is 400. And what about the height? That is 20. So when we simplify, it will be 200 multiplied by 20, which is equals to 4,000. So C will be the right answer. So whenever speed time graph is there, don't use a formula that speed is distance over time. Use area under the graph to work out the distance traveled. So this was a pop quiz related to a motion.